Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about something that might sound a little awkward, but is actually super important: anal fistula. You may have heard of this condition, but you might not know how it actually happens. Scientists have recently given us a clear explanation of its mechanism. Let's start with a simple picture. Imagine your anus as a busy little tunnel. Around it, there are many small glands, like side pipes along the tunnel, which produce lubricating fluid. Normally, these glands work quietly, releasing small amounts of fluid that help make bowel movements smoother. But here's where the problem begins. If one of those glands gets blocked, just like a clogged drain, the fluid inside can't get out. That trapped fluid turns into a small abscess, basically a pocket of pus. Now, the body doesn't like abscesses. The immune system sends white blood cells to fight the infection. But during this battle, the pus often forces a new pathway, tunneling from the anal canal all the way to the skin surface. That new tunnel is what we call an anal fistula. So, in simple terms, an anal gland becomes inflamed, the channel gets blocked, pus breaks through making its own shortcut, and that forms a stubborn tunnel that's hard to heal. Sounds a bit scary, right? What makes it even trickier is that a fistula is like a broken underground water pipe. If you just patch the surface, it doesn't fix the problem, because there's still a hidden tunnel underneath that keeps leaking. So, what's the latest discovery from scientists? They've found that anal fistulas are not only caused by infection. The tissues around those glands are naturally more fragile, and when bacteria enter, they create a long-lasting, low-oxygen environment. In this low-oxygen zone, the body's repair system is like it's running in slow motion. The wound can't fully close. Instead, it keeps reopening, which explains why fistulas often come back again and again. In other words, an anal fistula isn't something you just fix once. It's more like a long-term tug-of-war between healing and re-injury. So, who's more likely to get a fistula? People who often suffer from constipation or diarrhea because the anus is constantly irritated. People with Crohn's disease or tuberculosis, since their intestines are already inflamed. And those with weaker immune systems are also more vulnerable. So, this isn't really about being clean or not. It's the result of both anatomy and immune responses working together. Right now, the most effective treatment is still surgery, cutting away or cleaning out that hidden underground tunnel so the body finally has a real chance to heal. And you might be wondering, why do humans even have these troublesome glands in the first place? Scientists believe that in ancient times, these glands were actually helpful. They secreted fluids that lubricated and helped protect against bacteria, a kind of built-in defense system. But in modern times, sometimes they backfire, turning into a health risk. So the next time you hear the word fistula, don't just think of it as something embarrassing or gross. It's actually a complicated internal engineering accident. All right, that's today's science talk. Hopefully, after listening, you don't just feel awkward, but you've gained a deeper understanding of your body. Do you want me to spice this up with a more story-like version? For example, describing the battle between bacteria and white blood cells like a mini war movie, so the viewers stay even more hooked?